I'm super excited to just already get in there and work out already. But I think it's always like that when we rest the day before, because yesterday was a rest day. And now I'm just like, okay, I'm ready. I want to go back in the gym. And yeah, I'm just excited about how today's workout's going to feel because yeah, I'm just going to enjoy. I know it. We were talking about like I'm just going to do the bulk for another month. So I'm just going to enjoy, how I've been feeling, being in a surplus and all that stuff. So and I think I'm also just mentally excited as well, just thinking about like us doing the cut because yeah, I'm just excited. I'm excited to see, the difference in my physique. And yeah, I'm just like also I'm not having like too crazy expectations because, I feel like we need to realize, this can take a long time. It's gonna be a journey. And, I've been training for almost over 9 years. And yeah, I'm like, I mean, even a part of me is like, man, I should look better by now. But, it is what it is because a lot of time, like, you're just trying to figure out what's best for you. And I've, realized I'm like, man, like, for the longest time, I wasn't really working out my arms. And that's why I'm just like, yeah, and I look at my arms and like I feel like they could look better. And it's just like, yeah, I wasn't even when I would do triceps, I was like, how like I don't feel it, and I didn't feel it. And that was like me being already like 4 years in, and so it's just like it's a long journey and it's gonna sometimes take some time, and then if it clicks, like that's awesome. But that's not always going to be the case. But that's why I'm like, enjoy the process. And then when you do get like in the groove and it feels really good, enjoy it. Even if you're not going to see the results the next day, like enjoy how it's feeling. You feeling strong. You feeling like stable. I feel like us getting the lower body figured out. And it's nice because you guys were like, seeing the process with me because I would be frustrated because I'm like, oh no, something feels off. Like I don't know. And then now I'm just like, wow, everything feels so stable. I feel like it feels too good that I'm just like, is this real? like this feels awesome. But that's how it feels for my upper body. Like that's how it feels. And I'm just like, okay, now my lower body's finally getting that. And so I'm excited for like the years to come for us to see, more progress. And, I'm not, like I said, I'm like, oh, I should see more results, but I'm not surprised because it it was a it was a it took me time. It took me time and it's gonna take time, and can't always expect everything to be like perfect. But you have to also be willing to see what's going on, like what's going on, and to just be honest with yourself. You're like, well, you know what? I'm not happy with this body part, but I'm like, well, have I really even been training it right? I never feel like I am, so like maybe something is up, just kind of like objectively trying to like figure it out. And so yeah, anyways, I'm excited. I'm excited to go in there. I'm excited to do Bulgarians. And before, like, it was like form of just being scared and like, just being like just a lot, as in like there was so much to consider when we were doing the Bulgarians with dumbbells, because it's like when you get to a certain point, like just carrying the dumbbells is like a task on its own. So I'm like, okay, now I just have to worry about like actually just pushing the weight and, my glutes doing the work. And also just to, talk about, I like to, when we're doing glute and hamstrings, I put hamstrings first because I am trying to focus more on my hamstrings, like catching up to my lower body. I don't feel like my hamstrings are, like they're not where I want them to be. So that's why I do them first and then we do glutes. But if you follow along and you like want to try like how I've been training, and if your focus is glutes, yeah, put glutes first. Do glutes first and then you can do hamstrings after. Same for like how I've been doing for upper body. If, your chest is a more priority than your shoulders, then do chest first, then do your shoulders, and then whatever you want to do next. But, I feel like moving things around to how you want to and what your goals are, that's important. So yeah, my goals right now is is for my hamstrings to get to the point where I want them to be, and they're not. I'm just like, nah, like, where are my hamstrings? Like, I want them to, they're not where I want them to be. Simple as that, you know? So we're doing those first, and then, yeah, then we're doing glutes. But yeah, like I said, it's just been feeling so good that I'm just like, yeah, I'm just like blown away with how good it's been feeling. And, you know, so I guess we can get in there and get started. Yeah, I'm just, I don't know. I'm just so happy. It's so weird. Okay, let's just get in there and get started. So this is the second working set, and that first one felt really good. Last time I jumped from like 130 to 140, and then I'm like, oh no, like that was too much. So using the fives, and like that makes a difference. Like the little increments make a difference, and it just feels so good. Because like I told you guys, like when you sometimes when a weight's too easy, it actually throws you off. And I said, I think the best explanation for that one is if you're doing like dumbbells, because like, you know, if the dumbbells are too light, your form's kind of wobbly because it's like too light, you know? So then when it's like more stable, you just feel like it just feels nice. So, I mean, sometimes like that's how I get the same feeling when we're doing other things. I'm like, oh, like this feels that sweet spot of like that's that sweet weight. I mean, you guys know what I mean. Anyways, these feel good. I'm gonna do my second set. And since I like doing like 6 working sets, we did 3 on here, and then we'll do 3 for the hip extension movement. I was gonna say something else. If I remember, I'll let you guys know. I don't know why, but these, well, today, this is the best it's ever felt doing these. And I don't know, what do I know why? Well, like I told you guys, I was leaning forward. I don't know. I just wasn't how I preferred it. So I am leaning back, but I don't know, my hamstrings just feel so good. So I think, I don't know, maybe it's a preference because like maybe some machines, and some machines are made very differently. Some machines are actually like way back here, and I can see why someone would like to go forward. Or also maybe for shorter, you know, going forward feels nicer. But I think you'll know the difference with, okay, something just feels like but then you're like, oh my gosh, when I'm setting it up like this and it feels awesome, it feels really good. And then also if you're progressing in it and it like, you know how, like how could it go wrong? Like it's, so anyways, like these feel really good, but also it's good to try it out. We did try it out and I'm like, okay, I think I like being seated back. But I mean, I was playing around with it. I was saying, okay, what if I was like right here? But it was like, eh, I still felt it good right here. So anyways, we kept it here and I like it. But you know, however you need to do it, yeah, that's, you know, keeping it simple too. Okay, last set. Feels good. Yeah. And who knows? It's just an observation that I'm making right now because I like when I'm seated back like this, I like the squeeze I'm able to give myself when I'm right here. And, you know, like if we're doing like RDLs, we don't, well, I mean, I don't feel that squeeze, you know, because we're upright. So, but we feel the nice stretch, you know, and so I get it. If like you want to feel the stretch right here, you will feel that stretch. But when I'm up here and I squeeze, it doesn't feel the same. But anyways, I guess it's like, I don't know, I guess I prefer it for this reason, what it gives me for that squeeze. And then, you know, we'll get that stretch when we do, like, well, we'll see what we're going to do. I was debating on like the RDLs or the hip extension machine with like the plates like we did last time. So I guess we'll see. But yeah. Okay, so we're using the plates because I think I prefer that the most if I had to choose, you know. And I was actually looking at someone doing this, and yeah, their handles like stopped right here. These handles are like way out here. If we didn't have the handles out here, I would be using the bar. But it like, oh wait, no, that's not what the problem was. And I figured that out when I did it. But also, yeah, why are the handles way out here? But it was like the bottom part. So I wasn't able to get that nice stretch at the end, which this is why I like using this one. So anyways, I was realizing, oh, oops, I hope the mic wasn't hitting against my chest and everything was muffled. But what I was realizing when I was doing these, because you can like adjust the height, I had it one notch lower, but I realized I was like, I didn't, I guess I'm saying like when I did, I was noticing that I was, you know, compromising my lower back. And so I put it one notch higher and it feels better. Feels better. So I don't know, it's trying to find that sweet spot. Why is that the word today? Anyway, it's trying to find that spot where, you know, it's because it's like, yeah, I want to focus on that stretch, but not to the point where my lower back is going to be, you know, trying to make up for it, you know, because it's like when we're doing the RDLs, when you come down, your hips can't go out anymore. Some people are like, okay, well, I want to keep going until I touch the ground. Then their lower back, you know, I don't know if you guys can see, I don't know if this is a good angle. So, you know, your hips, you're doing the bar, your hips go out, that's all they can go. And then people are like, okay, lower back. But do you see how, yeah, technically I have more range of motion, but you're using your lower back. So go with the range of motion you're able to, you know, and I think you'll know, because then you'll get back pain. You're just like, why do I have back pain? So remember, when you're doing these, you're gonna go, that's it, and then come back up. So same with this, you know, and I think it's a little easier to forget that when you're doing the, well, at least for me, when I was doing these, because I think I was going here, and then I was like, oh no, more stretch. And then my lower back was, you know, and I'm showing you dramatically just to like, I guess, get the picture. So, yeah, so anyways, I adjusted it a little higher and now it's like at a good spot. So I'll go ahead and do my set. This is the first time trying 2 plates. I was debating on getting a plate and then maybe a 25 and a 10, but whatever, we'll try these. Okay, this felt good, but the 2 plates kind of felt a little awkward. So I think I'll put a 25, no, what is it? Yeah, 25 and like 2 10s on top. It'll look like a little cake stacked up, but we'll try it out. I feel like, and that's the only thing. You can only try it out and see what you like best. So we'll try it out. The more I think about it, you know, and being realistic with myself, I might not be able to use this long term because it's like when you get stronger, it's just too much to be, I don't know, going on with the plates and stuff. So I'm thinking we will go back to the RDLs. And the thing I need to watch out for, like I was telling you guys, is like stop thinking like, oh, more range of motion is better, and then compromising, you know, doing the lift wrong and not even noticing, because it is very easy to like not notice it. So just really focusing on when my hips, you know, going back as much as possible, then that's when I stop. Shouldn't have to go more just to be like, oh, I need to touch the ground because that's the full range. And it's just like, no, just go the range that your muscles are able to go, and then work with that. And you know, not to like hurt yourself. And yeah, I think the ones that, you know, the people that are really good at it, I think you guys already know that. But like I told you guys, I'm still figuring out these little things that are, you know, not just like, you know, I guess you can say second nature, or I don't know, like you guys already know in the back of your hand, like, oh, of course, like you just know that. But it's just like, if you're learning, and that's why I tell you guys, I like to share the things that I'm learning, because you may not think about that because you already know it. But I have to remind myself that, you know, I don't need to do that, because that's why, you know, we stopped the RDLs. I told you it's like easier for me to like hurt myself, and I'm just like, don't know if that's why it's hard for me to push myself harder on RDLs, because I'm afraid I'm gonna hurt myself. And then I was just like, it's just a mind game. So we'll go to these because these are, you know, another good option. But now I'm like, okay, well, when I'm not able to, you know, go up in weight, it's kind of hard to progress in this. So I don't know, a lot of things to think about, but I'll go ahead and do my last set. I don't know what happened to my headphones. Okay, no music. It's okay. We can be in our thoughts. Whew. Yeah, it's very awkward with the plates. Next time we'll be doing RDLs, and you know what? I'm confident that it'll be okay. So, not gonna lie, just because it's those sets didn't feel like my full potential. I'm wanting to do at least one set RDL. I guess we'll see. Okay, we're gonna do one set. The Smith machine's taken anyway, so I was like, you know what? One set. We're gonna do one set. And I'm not putting my usual like PR weight. It's a little less. And because it's been a while since we've done these, but you know, like I told you guys, I know why these have always been iffy for me, because I need to stop when my hips are, you know, are done, and not like go more down just because I'm like, oh, more range of motion, and I'm like curving my lower back without knowing. But I mean, and I think you'll be able to know, like I said, if you're feeling those little like aches and pains, something's up. Don't ignore that. Like something's up. So, you know, even if it's just a little bit, because maybe you're just doing it a little bit. And, but anyways, let's go ahead and do a set. And this will be the last one for us. Honestly, I don't know if I was in frame, but those felt good. I caught myself at like the last reps. Because see, it was a bad habit I made for myself. Because I'm just like, you know, I liked when it touched the ground. I used to be like, oh, I'm really getting that full range of motion. So I would be focusing on touching the ground with the weight instead of really focusing on my movement right here and realizing once this stops, we're good. You know, no need to do it and like fool yourself. So we might just come back to these and then we'll see together if you know how that feels and how that will work out. But I'll go and see what's open. If not the Smith machine, then yeah, we'll just do hip thrusts, and then hopefully the Smith machine will be open. Okay. Okay, we're starting with the hip thrust first. And it's kind of nice. Someone else is like doing Bulgarians on the Smith machine. I think, like I said, Smith machine, man, just it's a solid thing. Anyways, so remember what I said, or at least that's what I've been doing, and it feels really good. Set up first, and then do a rep without the weight, just to know that you have that right spot, and then set up, and then do the set. Okay, this will be the second working set, and it felt good. The first one felt really good, so let's try it. Have to get prepared for that last rep because I have to rack it, and you know it's a struggle. I guess we can say that. Okay, we have one more, and a Smith. We have two Smith machines in this gym, so one of them's open, and I hope it stays open. I mean, sometimes, you know, it's nice to work in with someone or at least ask some, but I'm going to respect, you know, when someone's doing single-legged stuff, it's like you're going to take more of their time, you know, because if I did some single-legged, you know, it's them waiting more, and I don't want to mess up with their resting, you know. What if they want to rest just for a little bit and then go again? Because it's easier to work in with someone if it's just like a solid movement. Like let's say we're doing just, you know, a pressing movement, then you work in, they're resting. But if it's a single thing, like, you know, single arm, single leg or whatever, I don't even want to mess with that because I want to respect their resting and all that stuff. So they're both taking. So let's just hope we get lucky. I want to stick with the Smith machine. I'm too obsessed with it now. So I was the girl that was on here. I was telling her how I barely, figured out to do Bulgarians on the Smith machine, and she was also saying how much she loved it, and she also barely figured it out too. She said on TikTok, and oh, can't believe I didn't see it sooner. But I was telling her how it just feels so good that it kind of like, wait, what? Why does it feel so good? But yeah, that was funny. We just felt the same, and we both knew what we were talking about when we were talking about that. Okay. So last time we did, because I don't know how much this weighs, so I'm just going to count these. So last time we did 40 on each side, so we're doing 45 on each side. We're going to see. I brought my belt, so I'm going to use it and see how it feels. This will be the first set. Yeah, let's just pick out a good song and go ahead and do it. And then use your weakest side first. Okay, 6 sets. Hopefully those are good. When I was setting up, trying to find that good spacing because we need to lean forward and for it to feel comfortable. And I think I found it. Took me a while, but sometimes I'll look back on the video and see how it looked. There's certain things I look for when I'm doing it. Maybe I should explain that to you guys just in case you're trying to figure it out too. But let me go ahead and do the other leg and. Okay. Whew. I'm gonna look at the form and then I'll explain what I'm looking for. So, just gonna rest a little bit. Okay, so I was looking at it. It's not completely off, but I'm gonna push this a little more back. I feel like the back foot was a little close, more than I'd like. But okay, maybe that might be a little too much. But what I'm thinking, okay, not what I'm thinking. I'm trying to figure out how to explain it. Without the bar here, because it's gonna be just a little tricky. So, okay, when we're doing these, you don't want to okay, I'm going to be dramatic again. You don't want to sit back, okay, go right here. So you want to kind of just you want your knee to go down, not like this, you know? You don't want to go, if that makes sense. So when you're coming down, you want your knee to go just kind of down naturally. You know, it may make sense because that's how I used to do it in the beginning. Like I didn't notice I was doing that, and then my knees would feel really like off or a little tweaked. So, you know, it's just, I mean, I'm trying to see if I can explain it correctly. Because, you know, you were going forward. The knee naturally is going to go back a little bit, but you should never, if I didn't have the bar here, you shouldn't go like this and then, you know, up. I hope you guys get what I'm saying. And who knows, you're probably not doing that. But with the bench closer, it was kind of forcing my leg to do that. So I pushed it a little back, and hopefully this one feels a little better. Hope I didn't push it too back. But I'm gonna go ahead and get started. This will be the second set. Slow. The internet hasn't been working, so my music hasn't been playing. I guess I'll just use my own music that I have on my phone. Okay. Those felt a little better. Undo it. It's not that tight, but oh well. It's I'm like in between notches, so it's like barely doing something, but I don't want it too tight because I'm not able to like really take that breath. It's almost like using the belt as you would use your straps, because it's like you don't want it to do the whole work for you. And that's how I used to think back then. I was like, oh, the tighter I have my belt, the more, you know, stronger my lumbar is going to be. But it's like, no, you're doing the work. It's just you bracing into it. So anyways, other side. And then for the last set, we will drop the weight. I was only able to do 5. So we'll just drop the weight for the last set. Okay, so who knows if you're able to see the little difference, but me pushing it back helped. So, and who knows, maybe it's one of those things that you need to feel to like understand. When someone explains something, you're like, oh, that's what you mean. So, okay, one more. We'll drop the set. Oh, and I can't believe that's it. Then that's it. Okay. So I have the 45 plate here just for that little bit of range of motion I'll be able to get. And I'm wanting to do a drop set. So I put a 25 and 10s and I'll take off the 10s. Okay. Well, it is easier doing a drop set with dumbbells, but ooh, it's so nice for it to just feel so controlled and just really like lean into it, literally. um, that felt good. And it's easier just to think glute. You know, when I'm doing these, before I would be like, okay, make sure, you know, these dumbbells are like, you know, I'm not gonna like fall over and stuff, and just so much going on. But okay, we'll put back the 10s, rest a little bit, and then do that last leg, and we're done. Yeah, that glute is done. Ooh, feels weird walking a little lopsided because that glute is so dead. Oh. Ooh. 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 Ah, Josh. Ah, ah, feels so good. And I don't want anyone else to be missing out on that feeling. Oh, okay, we're done. Uh, it feels nice. It's like a different kind of tired. Obviously, my whole body is like fatigued and tired, you know, because we're bracing, all that stuff. But it's different than when we're using the dumbbells, because it's like, man, like the number one thing that's on fire is what we're working, and that's how it should be. You know, it would be sucky if, let's say I don't know, yeah, like you're doing, I don't even know what example, like you're doing a muscle group and something else is on fire besides that muscle you're trying to work. That kind of sucks, you know? So, well, I guess I can use the example that, you know, I'm trying to say is like when we're doing Bulgarians, my forearms are more on fire than my glutes. And I have to stop because my forearms just are like, you know, just like burnt out. And it's just like, no, when we're doing Bulgarians, we're doing them for the glutes. And you know what is on fire? The glutes. It's not everything, like everything else is just like tired. So, I mean, you guys know what I'm talking about. So have fun with these if you haven't tried them. And yeah, we're done. Let me see if we'll do some posing. It's actually quite a bit of people here. So maybe we'll just pose in the bathroom stall, like usual. Water tastes so good. Okay. Okay, so don't be too disappointed. We didn't do any posing. We couldn't find a spot, and you know, I guess I'm just like, well, I wouldn't really do the posing justice because I'm still trying to figure out how to pose my lower body, and yeah, so I'm just like, you know what, I'll just, you know, head in the cart. It's okay. So, I mean, hey, we had a great workout. The glutes were really pumped, and the hamstrings were really pumped when we were working them out. And then, you know, of course, we ended with glutes, so the glutes were just really pumped. And I don't, I'm just, yeah, I'm happy with that workout. To me, I'm just like, that was, yeah, no, that was just really good. So we're gonna go ahead and go home and eat. And I will, you know, because we only have one more month left. I'm kind of thinking I do want to do one more day of full eating or full day of eating, yeah. And then, you know, because I'm like, I know I said I want to do another one for you guys and we haven't, so I should probably at least try to do one more before we do the cut. And then you guys can see what I like eating for the cut too. And but yeah, we'll try to do one more. And yeah, I'm trying to think if there was anything I want to talk about for this workout. I mean, I don't think so. I think it's you know, I'm getting better at like explaining how I'm feeling during, I think, the sets and stuff. So usually I'm like, okay, I'm all like I expressed it there. I don't know. So I think we're good. I'm already, you know, yeah, I'm happy with that workout. And then we have back and triceps tomorrow, and that's also going to be a nice workout. I don't know, just it's been nice. I don't really think there's much to say, to be honest. And I don't know, just I think we're just ended there. Don't want to be rambling, because it's just, if I don't have much to say, just I guess we don't have much to say. Maybe we'll have more to say tomorrow. But thanks you guys for watching. I will catch you guys back tomorrow. So, here. Here. I know a lot of you guys are saying that you are also going to do the cut around the same time. Did we talk about that already? But either way, that's going to be fun. I think that's exciting that, we're kind of like doing it together. I think that's fun. So yeah, we're, let's take advantage of these last few weeks and then we'll enjoy the cut. And yeah, I'm excited for all of us. So we'll see you tomorrow for back. So thanks for watching, guys.